Alex Van Halen spoke about what set his brother Eddie Van Halen apart as a guitarist, and what other musicians can take away from Eddie's creative mindset. Only a small number of rock guitarists are instantly recognizable within seconds of hearing them play, and Eddie Van Halen clearly belonged to that group. Whether it was his powerful riffs, innovative solos, two-hand tapping, or his recognizable Floyd Rose dive bombs, his sound was unmistakable. The question, though, is how Eddie developed that voice in the first place. While appearing on Modern Drummer Official, Alex explained to McBrain and Frangione how Eddie's style emerged, emphasizing that it was less about inventing from nothing and more about reshaping existing ideas in a personal way. The centerpiece of the band was Ed and the music that he played, Alex said. He's actually very humble about the ideas and where they came from. If you listen to the Smithsonian program interview, he continued, I didn't really create anything. I just took stuff that happened before and reconfigured it. Alex went on to underline the broader lesson in that philosophy. And that is ultimately the best lesson and the best insight you can get to anything that any musician does. You take what happened before, and you do something else with it. Alex was referring to one of Eddie's most revealing interviews, recorded in 2015 for the Smithsonian's National Museum of American History and the Zocalo Public Square event titled Is Rock and Roll All About Reinvention? In that nearly hour-long discussion with Denise Kwan, Eddie talked about his upbringing, early musical experiences, and influences. One standout moment came when Eddie picked up a guitar and physically demonstrated how his signature two-handed tapping approach came together. I'll never forget. Alex and I used to go to every concert at the Forum in L.A., Eddie explained. He then described watching Led Zeppelin and Jimmy Page, noting how Page would perform a hammer-on and pull-off with his left hand while lifting his right hand into the air. After demonstrating the idea on his own guitar, Eddie summed it up simply. So, basically, I just moved the nut. During the Modern Drummer interview, Alex also recalled the moment he realized his younger brother had far greater potential as a guitarist. Early on, their roles were reversed, with Eddie on drums and Alex on guitar. When Ed played guitar, I go, "What am I playing guitar for? I should be playing something else. Ed, you play guitar." It was a no-brainer, and I think Ed minimizes it because he didn't like the pressure of it all. But man, he was a phenomenon from the moment he grabbed that guitar, and it never left his hands. Eddie himself addressed those early years in a 1978 interview with Steve Rosen, explaining that both brothers began studying piano as children while living in the Netherlands. After moving to Pasadena, California, however, they discovered rock and roll, and their focus shifted away from classical lessons. I went out and got myself a paper route and bought a drum set, Eddie recalled. Originally, I played drums, and my brother played guitar. While I was out throwing my papers, he was practicing my drums. He got better than I did. That realization led to a switch in instruments that would change music history. And I said, okay, you play my drums, and I'll pick up your guitar. It went on from there. I'd say I really didn't start playing guitar and getting into lead guitar and stuff like that until Cream came out, stuff like that. Mid-60s, when the heavy guitar thing started to happen.